What is up, guys? It is me, Real American Politics, back again with a new video. Today, we are doing the May version of the 2022 governor elections. In just a month, we have so much big news happening across the entire political landscape. Everything's falling apart. And with new economic data coming out, this should be one of the most intriguing governor election cycles we've had in a very, very long time. Now, before we start, I hope you guys enjoy these videos. If you guys do, smash a like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, and yes. So today, we are looking at the 2022 governor elections. We have big news that came out of places like California, New York, Michigan today, Pennsylvania, Minnesota, etc. This is going to be a fun cycle, to say the least. And now note, with this current prediction, this is based on the newest jobs report, candidates declaring, and all that stuff. I mean, the new economic report should spell doom for the Democrats in a lot of these states. Because, well, the economic report is showing that, Biden's economic plan is blowing up the economy. Unemployment went up. And you can't blame Trump for this. We are in the middle of May. So, they're running out of cards, and this is going to be a bad cycle for them at a governor election cycle. So, yes, let's get right into it with the coast to coast. Alaska will be safe Republican. Guys, no, stop. People are saying that's going to be tilt D because it trended blue. Guys, Alaska hates incumbents. Go look at their voting history. Hawaii, safe. Now we have California. Oh boy, Newsom, I don't think is going to lose. Newsom, I don't think either way will lose. But if you run somebody like Kevin Falconer, he would lose by around 12 to 13 instead of 23.5 or almost 24. So I do believe Kevin Falconer should be the nominee. Not going to mention his name for a specific reason, but point is, nominate Kevin Falconer. You probably lose by 12 to 13, but it would help Republicans big time at a state legislator level. So I do think Kevin Falconer is the best option for the Republicans. Now we got Oregon. I personally believe that, let's see here, Brown will only win by around 6-7 points. I don't think much will change. Realistically, I think Brown's going to win by 7 points. It's not going to change by much. So, guys, it's not going to flip. The fake polls that coming out by a certain person, that's horse crap. It's not going to flip Republican. So don't waste money and time there. It's not going to flip. It could get closer, but not going to flip. Idaho is safe. This is complete nonsense. It's safe. Now you got Nevada. So the Democrat governor there, not particularly well liked. And with all the lockdowns happening, and the fact that he won by 4 in a blue wave year against Lake Salt, I don't think that's a good sign for the Democrats in Nevada. And again, with all the DSA stuff happening there, and the Democrats imploding the state, I do believe Republicans will win the Nevada governorship by a tilt margin. Maybe lean if Rick Harrison runs. I know that may seem like a joke, but Rick Harrison could win by a lean margin, but I do think Republicans will win by a tilt margin as of now. Now we got Arizona. Ducey's not running, thank God. Though he's done some decent things, he was off on the election. And we're potentially going to have Paul Gosar run for governor there. I do think either way, Republicans will win the governor election there by a lean margin. Yeah, there's really no Democrat at a statewide level for governor that can run. I mean, Mark Kelly was probably the last statewide Democrat that has a real chance at a position like governor or senator. So you got to find another Mark Kelly, but I highly doubt you're going to do that. Wyoming is safe, stop it. South Dakota's safe. What a fraud, though, in South Dakota. She's just a complete, total fraud. Nebraska's safe. Oklahoma. Texas, guys, stop with Texas. Abbott won by 13 in a blue wave year. Just because Beto's claiming to run doesn't mean anything. Beto was a blue-collar Democrat in 2018. He was a blue-collar, pro-worker, actually a social moderate on a lot of issues. He was actually somewhat pro-life, somewhat pro-gun. But then after 2019, he fell off a cliff. So, guys, it's safe Republican. Abbott will win by 15, if not way more. Arkansas is safe. Though the clown there and Hutchinson is gone, thank God he's awful. It's going to be safe Republican either way. Tennessee is safe. Alabama is safe. Florida is safe. DeSantis will win by 10 points. South Carolina is, of course, safe. Now we got Colorado. Paulus won by 11. I do think Paulus will win, or the governor, or whoever the Democrat is. I really don't know who's going to run in Colorado. I mean, you're hearing some stuff that Paulus may be gone, or may not run again, but I do think he's going to run again. I do think it'll be a safe Democrat seat. Now, New Mexico. The Democrats had Grisham run, and he won by 15. But in a blue wave year, it gets a pretty bad candidate in Pierce. Now, if you run somebody like Mark Ronchetti, I do believe Republicans could make it close, but as of now, I do think Democrats will win the state by around 3 to 4 percentage points. The lockdowns really didn't do well with people in New Mexico. And with all the Hispanic trends currently happening in New Mexico, you run somebody like Mark Ronchetti, he would get the race way closer than it should be. Now we got Kansas. The only reason it's not safe is because Kelly won by 6 in a blue wave year. I do think Kelly's going to lose by a lean likely margin, though I do think a lean margin's more likely. Republicans are going to win by 4 or 5 points here. It's either way, it's a win for the Republicans. It's not going to stay Democrat. People are saying that's going to magically stay Democrat. Is no. In a blue wave year, maybe, but this is a red wave year we're talking about, so it's not going to happen. Iowa is, guys, it's probably going to be a likely Republican. Reynolds is going to win either way. Now we got Minnesota. Oh boy. Walz won by around 11 in a blue wave year. And Minnesota is kind of a intriguing state for statewide officials. Based on the presidential election, it should be safe Democrat. But at the state legislator level, the more local level, Republicans are making some significant ground in Minnesota. I do think Walz will win by a likely margin. He will win by 6-7 points, but it's going to get significantly closer than it was in 2018. And Republicans' ground level in Minnesota are actually doing a pretty good job, considering it's Minnesota. So I do think that Minnesota will go to the Democrats by a likely margin. Now we got Wisconsin, my home state. Guys, I live here. Evers is done. He ran as a moderate Democrat. He ran as like a social moderate, economic blue-collar person. Trust me, it's not going to work this time. A lot of those Trump Evers voters, they don't like Evers. So it's not going to stay Democrat. People saying it's going to stay titanium Democrat are full of it. A red trending year in a red trending state, guys, it's lean Republican to stop. Now we got Illinois. Now, Pritzker, or I call him a prick, won by 15 in a blue wave year. He's not liked in Illinois at all. He is one of those candidates that is absolutely despised in Illinois. Now, you could maybe have a moderate Republican run in Illinois that could possibly appeal to the collar belt of northern Chicago, or Chicago, the suburbs of Chicago, based on like fiscal conservatism, like cutting taxes. I mean, they're still there. There's still a Republican base in the Chicago suburbs. You just gotta break through with them that, hey guys, the Democrats are way worse than spending the Republicans, so please vote for me. I don't think the prick will lose either way, but I do think it could be a likely margin for the prick. Now Michigan. Originally, I would probably have this likely Democrat, or lean Democrat. But you have one of the most based people in the entirety state of Michigan running for governor. It's either going to be John James or the Chad police, head of the police department of Detroit, and James Craig. Now, you want to know why Detroit really didn't have any BLM crap happen? It's because of him. The Detroit Police Department don't fuck around when it comes to this stuff. So James Craig is all but running. He's very popular in Detroit. He's pretty good on the issues. He was one of the biggest reasons that no crap happened in the Detroit or surrounding area. So I do think Michigan will be a tilt Republican state if it's John James or James Craig. I think it's going to be either one. So it's going to be a tilt Republican state. This may seem crazy, but James Craig is popular in the Detroit suburbs, the Detroit area. Because there was really no crap that happened in that area for a specific reason. Because you actually have a competent head of the police. Now you got Ohio. The wine is gone. Thank God. Adios. It's a likely Republican state. No matter who you run here, it doesn't matter. Prefer a blue-collar person, but we're probably going to get a mix between, like, some guy that can appeal to the Hamilton suburbs and of the blue-collar base. It'd be like some kind of Republican moderate that can appeal to both bases. Either way, I don't really care, as long as not Mike DeWine 3.0. Just anything but that. Georgia, I think Vernon Jones will win by a tilt margin. I think he'll win by under a percentage point. It could be a lean margin, but as of now, I do believe Republicans will win by a tilt margin in the state of Georgia. Virginia, likely Democrat. Same thing, New Jersey. Nothing's really changed there. It's not going to flip Republican. The state legislature of Virginia could get close, but I don't see it happening. I really don't see it. Maryland is safe Democrat. You don't have Larry Hogan running again. Hogan was probably the last major statewide Republican to win Maryland in a while. I just highly doubt that anybody can do that like he did twice. Now we got Pennsylvania. Oh boy. This is going to be one of the most intriguing governor election in the entire United States. Tom Wolf isn't running for re-election. He got term limited. I do think Tom Wolf, or the Democrat I should say, this is such a difficult decision. Republicans have some very solid candidates running in Pennsylvania. It's going to just be down the wire in this state. Now, personally, I do think the Democrats will hold on to Pennsylvania no matter what. It's so hard because there's one certain candidate that I hope he declares he's running for governor. He's been hinting at it for a while now. But if he declares, I will put this Republican, but as of now, I do think Democrats will hold on to the state of Pennsylvania. I just need that certain candidate to declare he's running, right? I just can't really do this based off of certainty. Because Pennsylvania is one of those states at a statewide level that's very, way different than at a nationwide level, to say the least. Now we got New York. Safe Democrat. I mean, Cuomo won by 23. Could get closer. You run somebody decent, like Lee Zeldin. Could be, within 15. But as of now, I don't see it. There's really nobody I could think of that could really make a huge dent into the state. Connecticut's still Democrat. May seem crazy, but, Lamont only won by 3 in a blue wave here. Republicans really don't have a good candidate in the state. So, it could flip. These are a bunch of states that could potentially flip for the Republicans, but they don't have candidates running in places like Pennsylvania, Connecticut, etc. Could flip, but highly doubt it will. Rhode Island is safe. It's not going to flip. It's nothing crazy like that's going to happen. Massachusetts, safe Republican. You got Charlie Baker there. He sucks. Vermont, same deal. Now you got New Hampshire. I think the lieutenant governor will run for Chris Sununu's spot, because Sununu will run for the Senate spot. And I do think the lieutenant governor will run for the governorship. I think the lieutenant governor will win by 2 to 3 points. He's essentially Sununu, kind of like that libertarian-esque. He's okay on some issues, not really the best on some. I think he would win by 2 to 3 percentage points. Now you got Maine. I do personally believe it will be a likely state. Republicans in Maine, Susan Collins is probably their best statewide official they got. That department's really depleted. Outside of Susan Collins, it is not pretty whatsoever. So here it is, folks, my current 2022 governorship prediction. Now again, some states like Michigan, Pennsylvania, Connecticut, Nevada, they're going to be down the wire, right? Again, Connecticut, you just look at past results, they're always close for governorships. So those are the 4 states that are going to be close. New Mexico, again, I'm saying 99% it's going to be within 5. If current trends hold, it's red wave here. Now, again, you may say, oh, you're being biased towards Republicans, yada, yada, yada. I'm just taking into account at this point, the economy's going to collapse by 2022. In a lot of these states, past results show that the Democrats have really getting depleted at these governorships. I mean, Pennsylvania, the only reason that it's still Democrat is Republicans just need that one candidate to declare he's running. But as of now, he isn't, so it is still Democrat. But yes, this is my current prediction, and yes, if you guys did enjoy this video, smash a like button down below, subscribe, share with your friends, hit that little bell, and yes, thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.